Okay, hello. Hope you have a nice day. And yeah, we're back for a short session today. So maybe gonna play one game for the day. And let me actually start for the ads on Twitch here. So problem of the day is this one. Try to take these two stones as black, and this stone here at K4 is gonna be useful at the end. So it's gonna be a long variation, but straightforward. Try to figure out how to do so. It is definitely a useful kind of sequence to kind of learn. And intricate, nice to see you. Actually, you inspired me to do some Tesuji problems this time, so thanks. And yeah, try to capture here these two stones over here. Hope you're doing good. And what else? Yeah, I'll post the YouTube channel maybe later. It's not now, but I figured it out. Yeah, I think dumpling at your level, I think you know this already. But this is like probably 2Q, 1Q level kind of problem. And once you know, you definitely remember the kind of idea here. But it's a long sequence, so try to read until the end. So how can white capture these stones over here? I used to pass one gun consistently. Yeah, that's pretty good. This one from Neon King book, it is a classic, this problem over here. I picked from weiqi 101, but it might be on the Neon King book. So okay, remember it? Okay, it's nice then. I think the interesting part is the kind of mistakes, like the wrong variations from black. But yeah, try this, and okay, we could try find an opponent right now. Hopefully we can win today, not like yesterday. By the way, nice to see you as well, Dumpling. And for the record, Ichiriki is losing against Mr. Yoseki, it seems. He's also a pretty strong player. But to see Ichiriki lose, it's definitely not an easy thing to do or common thing to see. And also I'm trying to put out a video tomorrow, so I've been editing. And first time trying to edit the video is pretty taking some time. I'm trying to kind of guide through counting over the board so that it's kind of smooth for new people or for people that haven't like the experience playing over the board, and so they can be confident how to do so. Because even in my games, when I play tournaments in Europe, I've seen some people kind of struggling when counting, even though they were pretty good players. And yeah, I think it's part of the game to know how to count and do so. So this is why I wanted to I could play free game, why not? But okay, you know what? I'm gonna play free game versus a 8-ton. Let's go. Let's go. Playing a 2-space approach as against 1 space because you're not used. Oh, okay, so you miss one line. I never seen this, but maybe some people would do. It's gotta be a first one for everyone out there. Yeah, let's test what we're doing. I've done it. What I've done one time is like I missed and kind of pushed the clock because I left my kind of seat and then was kind of so ahead that I just wasn't paying attention anymore. And then just mistaken, just pushed the clock. So it was kind of considered a pass or something. Okay. For some reason my opponent stopped. Anyways, we need to find another one. Last time we were tapping each other's clocks because we were all over the place. No one else used to. Yeah, so also I've seen a lot of players kind of forget to like push the clock. Usually if it's kind of a tournament, I say once, I kind of warn my opponents, and then if it's like another time, then it's kind of their responsibility to figure out if their timing is running out. So I'll do the same. Maybe for you guys, if you know that your opponent isn't really used to pushing the clock, at least the first time try to warn them, and then if they're still repeating, then at some point it's just like you need to play. So I could go and try this kind of diagonal stuff. Yeah, let's keep here. So against this one I wanted to play this kind of two approaches over here. I did play this against some exactly this position against a kid in 8 dan. I think it was a few weeks ago. So going for this double 2 approach, high approach here. So this one you played one line over here. Interesting pincer here. I think white usually pincers this way if you want to play something around here. Never seen this move. I think white's plan is if black plays something around here, white would just attach here and kind of say this stone is inefficient. So we could just continue to play around here because white ignored. So I attach this one here. Maybe sometimes this move as well could be okay. And these 3 stones we can kind of deal because it's also very far. You have still the slide, and if white plays here, then you jump something like 2 space over here. I don't know what would be the most... I think the most natural move would be to play this one and then let white attach and then connect. This also could be a move, but then you let white kind of take this side of the board. Yeah, I'm gonna play this natural move over here. Maybe white's gonna play this straight away. No, okay. It's gonna be like, let's play more standard. I think white could have tried to play here. Let me take extend. Don't know if this is good, but maybe there was this type of sequence over here. So yeah, we're gonna try to kind of put pressure on these 2 stones over here. Yeah, this is like, it's some nuance. Sometimes you could play here, but white cannot, like white doesn't need to play here. But it's a big move, like preventing like this attach or slide from white here. Or sometimes you could play here to take center and then just jump. But I don't even know if this is center. I think normally jumping around here is kind of standard. So we're gonna do so. So trying to fix our kind of weak group, and you can see when white plays this one, it's gonna get in a kind of bad position. This looks a bit weird to go for this one. I mean, maybe it works, but usually this type of move is a bit too aggressive. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that white's gonna play this straight away. So against this block, white maybe cuts. I could Hane as well. If you extend, definitely white's gonna try to play this here. Maybe extend and then Hane. Play here. So extend, push, cut. You could probably descend once. Threaten to Atari here and cut. If protect, then I don't know, peep something around here. Try to push. Ugly, but maybe it works as well. I would block. I think it's better shape to play this one, but yeah, we might get into trouble with this kind of cut straight away. I mean, you could kind of descend here, let white protect against so block, cut, descend, white protects the corner, and then try to push over here and then counterplay against these two stones and kind of give up the left side type of thing. I mean, if you play like this, you should cut. So this is kind of expected. I think we do this in maybe Atari here cut, but then white can Atari here, descend, play this one, descend. I mean, maybe you could play this. Yeah, let's go for the first move I kind of thought about. Maybe white's gonna block this way, but yeah, feeling the liberties here seems more important. Question is, do we peep? I think just Atari push and then this one like jump. If turn, jump over here. Looks kind of working. And the question also we have is, do we have any forcing moves against the corner like descend or Hane? Because that could be a huge difference concerning here. Seems like descend at least is center because we have here. Yeah, let's push here. Atari push. I mean, maybe could have played this type kind of knight's move. Could have been better, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna play this one. And then question is, do we jump here or this one right here? This is better shape, but there's attach and hane type of thing. This one, there's a bit of like attaching cut type of aji. I mean, I guess if this is working, you could jump here, attach hane, still double hane over here, and be fine on this side of the board. Or just push here, try to give up the left side, and then counterplay on this side, maybe better. Kind of using this. Maybe if I can play here. Because white, how do you take? If you black can play here, and then this one kind of annoy in the corner. Yeah, not I'm gonna play here. I don't know. It might be too risky to go for this, but at least I'm kind of playing against these two stones. White cannot play way here, because next this hane is just way too painful. Because there's gonna be this and empty triangle, and then black jumps. Like usually extend here, and then cap. So I cannot really surround, but it still kind of put pressures to white here. And yeah, if you're forced to play this kind of move, usually hane here, then probably this one. Hane again. Cut this. Maybe white's gonna play this. It would be nice if I can just surround everything. But maybe this is too much to ask. Yeah, the connection here is also weak. Maybe white will hane here could be a problem. Can I counterplay on this side over here? Maybe if I can kind of give up this side, take here, and then get back and play this move, I could give up this side of the board.
秒読みを始めます。
Usually this one, but I think this hane is like way too annoying.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe gonna play this anyways and see how white was gonna play here. If this one, I think you can cut and maybe push. I said this one, but here cut and atari this way.
One, 2、3、4、5。
Yeah, I think you cut here. Try to punish this area over here. Cut off these two stones. So next I can push. It's kind of scary though. Yeah, against that I think you just push all the way, take here. So you can push all the way and then take this way.
1、2、3、
I think if black can take these two stones, you don't feel that bad. But yeah, as played, you need to push here.
1、
It's gonna be this one. Then you push again, and then probably white plays here. So if Atari, I think you hane this one.
2、3、
And if you just descend, you
5、
just take here.
6、
Against this, I think you can still block.
1、2、
Maybe
3、
there's
4、
reason to kind of
5、
cut this
6、
way, squeeze the
7、
outside,
8、9、
then extend. But this is going to be really
残り2回です。
messy and complicated. I think if we just block here, take is probably the most standard way to deal with this. Yeah, I think we should block, take here. Actually, yeah, block, take this one stone.
3、4、5、6、7、8、
Maybe white will just play here, take this side as well. Yeah, I don't know how to judge this position to here. Like cut, you can extend here and seems to be fine. Also, there's this Atari over here. You can take in a ladder this way. Really hard to judge. Yeah, so this is probably ladder breakers. That's what white is saying. But I think against run, maybe you just Atari here and connect. But yeah, this seems a bit...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I think you just take here. Maybe white can play this one and it's better for white, even there is this shape in the middle here. Yeah. So against this, I think you try to run with these three stones here first. Kind of ignore that side of the board.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
This one puts a bit more pressure to here. Against this, it's a bit stronger against here. I think you attach. Get on the outside. Kind of continue to put pressure here. Maybe white extends. Seems kind of difficult to do this kind of thing.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe there's this extend. Yeah, so attach and then extend over here. Okay, interesting. Maybe cut here. If take, white's just gonna Atari and take these three stones. Yeah, that might be the plan.
2、
But then
3、
I get the outside here.
5、
Again, it's like hard position to judge overall. Yeah, okay, so white did choose this one here. So we can connect, let white push Hane, connect here. So this one white will play here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、
Is this a
8、
net or something?
9。残り1回です。
This is hard to choose which one.
2、3、4、5、6、7。
I think I'll still connect here because we might be better to just take the side here comparing to saving these 3 stones. I mean, this way white needs to play here. Because he cannot cut and let me take this 1 stone, doesn't make too much sense. So it's gotta be this one. Trying to push and cut here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Didn't know. Maybe I could have blocked here. Wasn't sure about race, capturing race type of stuff. Maybe I messed up a little bit.
1、
So could still descend
3
here. It's descend there.
5、6、7、8。
Let's play here, try to capture these 2. And also playing to threaten this type of Hane over here. If I can manage to take these 2 stones, I think black is a bit better maybe. This cut you just Atari all the way, get the outside. But yeah, white has a lot of points. Yeah, so if it's just that, guess gonna complain too much. I think you extend here even if white can Hane this endgame here. Because you're gonna have some moves around here, try to block the outside. Yeah, I think you just take these 2 stones here. Yeah, I think we should just play here. Maybe descend first and then...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Threatening to play here. And this way I'm completely alive when I play here. Threatening to descend, so white would definitely block or play here. Oh, what? He captured? Really? Kind of surprised to see this from white. Because what if I just... So now this doesn't make any sense if after block white doesn't capture this one here. And after descent, these stones are kind of floating in the middle.
5、6。
So let's push here first, block here first. And even this one you might turn, because there's this Atari potential eye over here. It's a bit technical, but might make some difference later. Because usually the shape is to take, but maybe in this case if you want to take eyes. But okay, gonna descend here. Because here technically you can Atari here, descend, make an eye this way. So comparing to this turn, black has potential to make an eye over here. Yeah, because now we just run and keep attacking on this kind of white floating stones. Don't know why white chooses this variation. Because now we can kind of use this whole thickness. Yeah, I don't get it too much.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Maybe don't play anything right here. Could have attached maybe to play with this peep. Because attach Hane could have peeped and then cut, maybe. Could have worked. Yeah, I think that was some move possible. But at least this, we're just gonna push and use this thickness. Profit on the top side over here.
4。
And you can still Hane. Try to use this one stone. And hi everyone. Hi Toje, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Nice to see you again. I think you continue to push here. Against every Hane, just cut straight away. Maybe extend, we can play move like this, completely surround the group.
1、2、3、4。
Yeah, should be push. You don't want to play like weak moves here. Gotta send some blood. Question is, do we peep here? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's better not to do so. This would be nice if I can play.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Nah, wasn't sure. I mean, maybe, yeah. Maybe could have done this, but... Okay, we're gonna wedge here. The problem with this is there's this Hane here, push, and this is not alive.
1、
So you
2、
need to be confident
3。
about the kind of capturing race if there's one over here. It seems to be enough for black though to kind of just profit on this side of the board. Technically, I think this is Sente.
1、2。
I think it's nice using this kind of very thick shape here in the center. You can peep, 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 peep everything. Still continue the attack. Going to Kyoto soon. Oh, nice. I hope it's not going to be too hot because it's the temperature is rising these days. I check out the place you sent me. Okay. Tell me how it was then when you go. I have no clue if it's good or not.
1、
But
2。
at least you should find some opponents. I lack the cultural understanding to appreciate Kyoto. To me, it's just random temples that I don't understand and residential. Yeah, I guess if you know a bit about like yeah, Japanese history and the temples should be a bit different experience.
1、2、3。
But it's a nice city to go. A bit different than the other ones, like the modernized ones. And you'll see there's no kind of skyscraper over there, because they cannot build this type of stuff there. Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked like if I'm behind here,
1
because white
2
has only
3
here.
4
This-
5
Just continue to play this knight's move. Could have played here, but there's a bit of weak shape like push and cut. Going to push once, and if block, you peep again. One thing I love about Kyoto is that I get the feeling that it's just a big ass small town. Yeah, so if you just go outside
2 4
the center, it is rural, so there's not much kind of city very quick. That is for sure. And if you don't have a bicycle, it's kind of a nightmare, so be ready for this. So the public transport system over there is kind of a joke. Very crowded on buses and everything.
1 2
They don't really care, because they know the tourists will come anyway. So just be ready for that. For me, most things will be in walking distance. Okay, in that case, it's good. Because if you need to take the bus, it's not a very pleasant experience, I would say. Okay, playing away. I guess you could try to... I mean, it seems a bit greedy. Maybe it's gonna try to peep here. Push, peep, take this away. So maybe you would respond once, something over here.
3 4 5 6
Yeah, I think we do so. Because, I mean, technically this has no eyes here. If you play something like this, it seems like you shouldn't be surprised if this group is going to die. So here just Hane and then taking Sente, I think. Maybe Hane here and then...
1
Let me see.
2 3 4
Maybe still, against this you connect to not have this turn from white. What? I mean, I guess I connect. I mean, it probably says that
2 3
this
4
slide cannot
5
really connect with the
6
corner there.
7
But yeah, if you guys want to go to Kyoto, just be careful about buses. Maybe things have changed. But they don't seem to be also the adapting type of people. Yeah, we play something around here.
3 4
Maybe
5
this one.
6 7 8
Kind of protecting against this cut over here. Maybe attach could be a nice move. Yeah, just extend. I don't know, maybe I'm playing a bit too slack here. So always kind of my mistakes to not go
1 2
for
3
the kill.
5 6 7 8
Yeah, maybe this is not really good. I want to block here so that white doesn't have a connection to the corner. White tenuki at n5. Yeah, I mean, maybe this one could have continued the attack here when I think about it, but But also I had a flu and fever, so that might have clouded my judgment about the city. Oh yeah, for sure. It was not fun climbing Arashiyama. Actually, really good effort that you were still able to do so. And hi Sumiya, nice to see you.
4、5、
Yeah, maybe I played a bit too slack here. I should have continued to ignore this and continue the attack. Just going to block here, relate something against here. Question is how to use this one stone. Hane here, this one play here, this you can just clamp and connect. Seems like that's the most kind of, maybe against this white will peep here. This one descend. But it seems overplaced to do so. Yeah, I think here it's gonna be some sort of like respawn here, and then you can play this knight's move. Yeah, tiger's mouth here. I mean, you should crawl. Maybe Kosumi here. So I want to take center this one and play this endgame Atari here. Make sure this is all done and dusted. And with that, this is what? Maybe about... let's count 10 points. This maybe 20. 10, 40. If this is 25, I think we have enough, but... it all depends on how I can continue to harass over here. I mean, taking even this one stone seems to be a problem. I think you just take. And you could make it a call. I think this call is like very painful for white. But we have call threats. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be call threats around here, so Hane take. You can threaten the whole group here, actually. And white doesn't have many. Yeah, I think you cut straight away. Probably use call threats around here when you think about it.
4、5、6、7、8。
I think Hane. You should block. Question is after connect. If white plays away, I think there's this move.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5。
Have I misread this? And maybe this descent is...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Maybe you should have played here. Should be at least some sort of call. My god, I'm just probably playing pretty bad here. Also, even Atari could have been better than this. Against this, maybe there's this attachment here. Connect, you just played this one. Yeah, maybe this there's here. It's got to be a call again for the corner here. Yeah, I'm not too happy with what I'm doing right here. Because also this Hane is extremely big from white to Hane here is a big point from black's perspective. It's still Atari here. It's like almost 30 points somewhat here. 20, yeah, I mean. Should play a bit better than this though. Maybe we can let white live here. Hane it this way. And then just cut here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
That seems wrong. You can play this one and block. It should be like no eyes versus eyes kind of shape.
1、2、3、4、5、6。
Yeah, this seems just wrong. Now you block here. I mean, is white trying to cut something? But you can Atari net, yeah, it doesn't matter. This is just plainly dead.
1、2。
Now you just block here. I think if you play away this type of Kosumi and then jump, so I think you need to play something.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, this is just straight up dead. Now I can just connect here. Always no eyes versus eyes kind of shape. Push here, I can always Atari from the first line here. Push here, attach. Yeah, so white has kind of given up here. But yeah, if this is all dead, we should be clearly ahead.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We can still push. Yeah, against this cut, I might need to just give up these 2 stones here. Let's count just quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 9, 10, 11, 13.
4, 5, 6.
Actually, this one you could descend first. I think still you descend, so turn, cut, atari.
1,
Take.
2, 3,
Maybe
4,
still
5.
atari here simply. And then descend. So 20. 26, 29, 33, 35. 50, 54.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's like more than probably 80 points overall. And here it's big because you prevent white playing this kind of center. And yeah, next something around here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So let's atari here first. Taking this kind of aji away. I don't think you can make this kind of ko here. Should be connect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And next this cut is really big.
7, 8.
Okay. It's a bit desperate. But I guess you could still go for this type of thing. Because still I can connect here if you don't protect this core. Against cut, probably turn here should be good. Actually, I can atari and connect this way as well. Now because the corner is dead, so this cut isn't really effective.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think cut just this way. Against this, I wondered if I can just like save everything here.
2, 3, 4.
First move should be atari. So playing this one and then connect. But maybe we'll play here. Let white kind of take this side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's probably still good enough to do so. technically might not be the best move.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wonder if I want to attach here, play this one Atari connect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I probably should do so. Not to hunting too hard because I think this is just too big. White has around here, yeah, probably 30 points. Here should be, again, roughly 20. Okay, so this one I can connect here. Okay, it looks the same if I just pushed. I think you Kusumi here threatened this one.
2, 3.
And then attach over here. Could also play here to threaten this type of coughing here. Actually, this might be a bit bigger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, let's play this one. Against this, I mean, do we need to protect? The question is, I don't know what happens in this side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's say we protect. I don't know, probably this is a bit too slack, but we should be still fine. 24. Against this, there's probably still here. Okay, maybe now it's the timing to go with this. Have some culprits here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think I should honey here first before playing this one.
3,
Because white can Atari from the outside if I don't do so. So it's important to play this move. I could say white has too many culprits when I think about it. Maybe this wasn't a good idea to start with. I feel like just honey on the first line was good enough. Feels like I'm doing some unnecessary... Okay, I mean this is gonna be easy for black here. Just going to play standard endgame. Take away the most RG we can. Yeah, but that one doesn't seem to work. So just turn here. I think this Atari here, this can be throw-in Atari.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Probably this one still. And play here. Yeah, it doesn't matter if white takes this one stone, to be fair, so you can just extend here and connect. That one just play here. White cannot live on the inside. You block. Yeah, this is about 20. I think you block here first. I'm going to push this one. Honey here looks interesting. Also this one.
3
Not too sure about which one is bigger or not.
7 8 9
Playing this so that white needs to put some moves later. So now I turn here. Yeah, it's not much else to play. I guess you could honey here as well. I think this one first, because white can play this in center. Hopefully I haven't miscounted, but I think this one should be in the bag. Wonder if here this is... Yeah, we can always block from this side, should be good.
1 2 3 4 5 6
I guess connect here because it's going to be same call here. Yeah, so white plays here, always plays this one. White cannot push this liberty.
1 2
Maybe I need to be a bit careful about seki type of stuff over here. If there is one,
1 2
in
3
fact.
4 5 6 7 8
I need to put a move here. So that one, white cannot live on the inside, so it's all good. Should be over. I think I still win by, I don't know, 8 points, something like that. Didn't count at the end. Yeah, 11 points and a half seems fair. Yeah, it could have been a bit easier, I guess, this kind of ending, closing. But yeah, once you make this call and you don't lose much, probably. Yeah, I don't know if this was the right way to go. GG's, thanks. Goaji. Oh, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. It's nice to see you again. Thanks for the support. Yeah, been missing you. I don't know if you're gonna stream maybe in the near future. And Jesrak, nice to see you as well. Yeah, maybe this was not really working. Like here, it's going to be some sort of call. If I just connect, let's push. Yeah, it seems like if you just respawn everything, you can just push from the outside and kind of live here. Went pretty well. But yeah, life happens, it's all good. But it's nice to see you again here. Yeah, I mean, maybe not playing this type of honey. But, yeah, as I thought first, trying to go for call threats on that side of the board might have been a bit better. Maybe you honey this one to have a bit more threats. Problem is, white cannot lightly take this one, because once you take, you can see this kind of group isn't like 100% alive here. Yeah, so I guess this kind of threats was kind of better, but continue with something like this. And then white has no threats anymore. But yeah, this is clearly a mistake, because black can just play this one. Yeah, just like, so can I kill on that line? So this one, there is Unless I'm missing something. Maybe you guys in chat are better, because you have some... maybe simply playing here. Yeah, I always kind of hallucinate that there's a white stone over here, but actually this work. Yeah, okay. So it is simply honey, I guess. And then if white tries to disconnect, question is, do you have this? Go the same line as before, just don't fill after throwing. So here. Oh, you mean maybe oh, you can Atari here. No. Oh yeah, maybe this work. Okay, I didn't see this. You can just push through and take. Good point. Yeah, that one just take here. And that one you turn. This, yeah, okay, I guess it's dead. Didn't she? White is too short of liberties to play. Yeah, it is too short. If you just descend right here, there's always this type of move here to kind of take space away, threaten this cut over here. Yeah, the problem is this Atari here. It's actually Atari, and if you honey, I mean still, this one, it's Atari second take. So I guess it's just dead here in the corner. Then, okay, I did play good call threats. If you can kill the corner in exchange for this is good enough. But it seems like this one is a bit too easy for a response. Because it's easy to see, like, usually ice is way better in capturing race versus no ice. Whereas the other one, if I were white, I wouldn't choose this one, but rather attach to maybe confuse my opponent a little bit. Because this is a bit too clean. And yeah, after I think white tries to do, but it's not going to be enough. I think maybe I didn't play as accurately as I needed, but it's too big to just have this whole bottom left. And for the review, if you want to go a bit earlier, yeah, once it's like this, it's gonna be straightforward. You just take this side and you give up the other side. Here I think white maybe just you need to place something around here. This looks much worse for black. And by the way, I don't even know if I'm better here. Good, was good to catch the end of the game. I'm off to sleep. Yeah, see you next time. I really should get a server. Okay. Yeah. Hope I can see you next time, and yeah, stream as well. Good night. Yeah, I think white plays here, and this seems a bit worse for black. Because if you can capture all this, it's probably too much comparing to the center. Maybe this was greedy from me. Usually this kind of crosscut is a bit ugly shape, so I didn't consider it too much. And also, fighting in some spot that you're not that strong, usually you don't want that. But yeah, maybe this ladder breaker is kind of more annoying than you would like to be. Yeah, this doesn't seem too appealing. If white can get this outside. By the way, I think I've all fixed all the bug for the variant. Oh yeah, definitely will test. Release tomorrow. Okay. We'll see what kind of rules there are there. But Sumi, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think white needs to continue to save here. I think this is too much here. Save these, kind of capture these 3 stones, then let black capture here. And then, I don't know, if you don't like this kind of bump honey block, continue with something like this as white. Because there might be this type of thing. Although, maybe you can still cut and be okay. Yeah, maybe you don't play, I don't know. But if you don't like this kind of full up, you could put a move here, still pretty big. Or just continue to play elsewhere, like approaching here. Try to take this kind of potential away from black. Or just take the corner here, something like this. Yeah, maybe white is a bit better, because black needs to kind of use this potential, and white has a lot of points already. So it's easier for white to play. And yeah, I don't feel like this potential is going to be that useful, and there's still this kind of cut. Maybe you could go here straight away. Just say this is too big. Yeah, from here it felt pretty easy. Just this one. Maybe if this works, this would have ended the game the quickest. But there's a bit of counterplay stuff over here. Maybe from turn first. And yeah, you gotta worry about like capturing race with this group. But yeah, maybe with something like this, it's okay. Yeah, unclear. Maybe we push here. But as black, it's just good enough to just take the profit here and kind of let white play some dummy points over here to be near against this kind of very thick shape and still not have any eyes. So weiqi have fork. Yeah, but once black can peep all this way, this is winning already. Maybe this here, I think it should have been better to just so this way, not responding this side, but rather just go straight at the throat. Because what do you do? I mean, Kosumi just play here or even just block? This seems really trouble for white. Like if jump, you just jump here. White has really no space to kind of make 2 eyes over here. And yeah, would you care about this? Like, okay, white can gain a bit on the top side, but if you can kill the whole center, doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, I think this one was bad to play here. I think I should just continue the attack. Literally white has no eyes here, because this one you can just play here. This one right here. Yeah, I need to see that this is the key point, and once you play here, it is really hard for white to deal with after this. Even this one just blocked from the outside. Use this thickness wall here. So yeah, I think overall it was a good game. Maybe not my best, but at least at the end we still managed to win it cleanly. Okay, let me just switch the screens here and go this way. So Testoji problem here, a pretty good one. Try to capture these two stones, so this kind of K4 stone around here is gonna be useful at the end. GG's. I can plaque him and white connects. Yeah, so the first move is this. Maybe you can... Okay, so I'm gonna show. Maybe you could go play in first moves, but here, even if it's like the only move to play, you would like to think from here. But let's say, to give you guys a bit of hint. So first move Atari here, obviously. And then F1. F1 should be wrong, but let me see for what reason. So if you throw in here, white will take. Then what do you do? What is your plan, intricate? Because the problem with this, like when you fill liberties, you will see that there's gonna be problems on the outside here. Wrong Sego. G1 instead of F1. Yes, so turn here, the problem is white can honey. And once you do this, the outside is not gonna hold. I guess it's gonna be this kind of move here. And there's no squeeze like this, because still, you can cut here and send the Atari here. And then just play disconnect, and it's 3 versus 3. White will win the race. Do not throw in yet, just turn. Only one game today. Yeah, I think it's late, so sorry. But I was editing for a video just earlier today. Hopefully I can put it out tomorrow on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked yet, actually, let me post the link. Just go over here. If you haven't subbed yet, I'll be happy if you can go there. Oh, thanks, Suya. Same timing. Yeah, so Ranchani, this is the way to go. You need to actually Atari here first and then turn. Like, this is a good move. Because then white cannot really play this Hane over here. I can still Atari from here and then cut. So what this does, it kind of forces the white to play this one right here. So okay, I will let you guys think here, from here. And now the throw in, yeah. So try to figure out what is going to be the end shape. So throw in from Rachan is right. Seems like white can run away, but actually this K4 stone is going to be useful. But yeah, this kind of Atari and then push or turn sequence, you can remember it's kind of very common type of thing here to fill liberties. I think I see it. Okay. In a few seconds. Okay, I think we can go. So throw in here. what it does, it kind of fills liberty. So always this kind of capturing race throwing in is a good move here. So white will take, forced atari here. And then this is important. What do you do here? So you're going step by step, but the best way is that you can see all of this from the start. H3. So the problem with the H3 is like white is not going to play anything but just play and catch these 3 stones, because you lose the race. So you cannot play a move not filling liberties here. Yeah. It's just how do you approach this? Because when you see this condition, there's actually only 2 moves here that you can play. So the right move was to turn right here. And when you do this, it's kind of forced to turn. There's no other, yeah, push. And now what do you do? So again, black needs to fill liberties, because if not, if you play a move like this, white would just go back here and win it. Then J2, yes, J2. So if you push here, white would just extend, and this one you just lose. So the only move is to attach over here. And it seems like white can kind of capture this 1 stone and win the race, but let me just show you here. So push, only move, because if Hane you cut in Atari. Here you block this turn, and then block over here. And it seems like when white can play this one, you lose the race. But here is an important move to play. I think at this point it's a bit easier for you guys. Yeah, drop. So always kind of remember when you play capturing race, or whether it's endgame or not, sacrificing a 2 in 2 stones often is a good move here. J1, yeah, to be, yeah. The problem is this is 1-way street and I can't read it, but I know it works because it is Tsumego. That is not the right approach. I get your point, but you would like to be able to see until this. So drop, only move here. So white cannot play from this side you take. So white will play here. But then you can Atari. White will take. And then throw in again. So when you throw in again, this is Atari, so white will need to take, and then you just Hane here. And you can see this kind of stone around here is working very well here. And now it's like just a race between here and here. And black wins. Tried to make us in my app, a bunch has wrong path, so we can't really find a win that. I would never be able to see that in my head. Yeah, don't worry. If for starters you couldn't see this, it's not a problem, especially if you're just starting to play Go or not. But it's a nice still sequence to know that this kind of thing existing, and a lot of kind of local tesujis, let's say. This is very common here when to not kind of throwing in first push here to force this, and then throw in to have this shape over here, so that you can force this white move here this way. So how to improve visualization? Yeah, puzzles. Literally only that. I mean, maybe you could, yeah, I mean, there's probably not much magic or secret recipe. I personally go over here, so I'm posting the link. Maybe you know already, but I'm gonna do it anyways. There's new people over here. So this is a Chinese site, it's all free, but has for any level, you can test yourself. And if language is a problem, you can also go at goproblems.com. I personally tried both and it seems pretty good. So I have zero ability to visualize. I mean, you cannot be like 5-dan Fox if you get zero ability. But yeah, there's different types of reading. So there's like trying to read far. So this is one-way street, but you need to see like the whole way. And then there's like problems that you need to be short sequences, but a bit more tricky. Do you like 19by19.com? Didn't know. Maybe I could try. Let me try today. Thanks, Sumia, for posting the link. I'll try after the stream today. But I'm new. How can you be 5-dan special power? Yeah, so Go is a beautiful game in that sense, is that you can cover with different part of the game. So if you have really good intuition, of course you cannot be with 0. There's no way. But even if you cannot read that far, if you don't kind of how to say, if you read the correct moves and still be able to read short sequences but accurately, you can still be somewhat okay. And I'm that type of player as well, probably not the best reader at all, but it is definitely like the most correlated kind of ability to Go skill. So you cannot go wrong but just by spamming problems. Of course there's other parts like Joseki's and like strategic concepts, endgame, whatever, but usually it's very linked. So if you solve a lot of problems, you will see what looks like good shapes or like weaknesses. It's kind of patterns that you'll kind of beginning to see much more. So just good basics, intuition, knowledge of basic life and death shapes takes you to 4-dan like me. Yeah. So that is a good balanced approach, but if you like problems, I think it's really good. Can pro players play an entire game in their heads? So yeah, the top ones for sure they can. Like even for me, we did kind of back in my day when I was kind of trying to be aiming. Trying to play blindfold. No, I can't. But maybe this is why I'm not pro and the other guys are. But yeah, definitely strong players can. They can play blindfold and in their heads. And you don't need to like aim for that, don't worry. It can still be pretty good. And this, I think it's a beautiful part of Go. You can still kind of have different styles and still survive. Or you have more room, let's say, to be free. You don't need to be just a tactical kind of genius. But yeah, if you want to go to the top, especially with top pro, at the end it's like sheer calculation. So this is why you see players at 40 years old or even late 30s just dropping because they cannot like calculate like the young guys. Maybe exception is Park Jong-hwan because he's just a wizard with this. I can remember moves quite far, but liberties give me trouble when reading and I make silly mistakes. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe if you continue to solve problems, you should be able to improve bit by bit. Even for me, like I'm solving easier problems, like just go for volume, the easy ones. I'm still sensing that I'm improving by making less mistakes. Park is a magician, yes, it's insane. I think we're not gonna see this anymore. That some pro is like on the top like for almost 2 decades, I would say. Yeah, it's crazy. Is the number 1 guy right now better? Yeah, Smite's better. Like, Shinjin So is on a different level comparing to anyone else. But I still admire Park Chan-won because it's not easy. These days, especially with AI and stuff, not much of an edge comparing to other players and still being there. And it's also, it's draining physically, so impressive. Shinjin So is an android, yeah. It's like also psychological time pressure is a master at that. Shinjin So, if you watch these games, he's almost never behind in on the clock, so it's just yeah, I think he's mastering every part of the game very well. Yeah. Yeah, maybe as you say, discovered modern goal understanding, could say that. And hello, Valhakor. Sorry we're ending soon here. Maybe tomorrow if you can join. So I'll be here tomorrow as well. Hopefully a bit earlier so you can play more games. And yeah, if you haven't pushed the bell on Twitch, I would be happy if you can do so you know next time when I'm live. Also check the YouTube channel if you like. Yeah, thanks for the hi Falcor, thank you. I'd say all the Honeybo and some Chinese players who played their way in the 1600s. I mean, Shusaku's Kosumi, when you think about it, nowadays it's like played almost every game. It's really impressive. And my personal kind of underrated or not talked too much is Honinbo Dosaku. Yeah, this is very AI style Dosaku. Yeah, very what to say. Use the stones with max efficiency. Huan Longxi, okay, didn't know. Or maybe add this on my notes. Thanks for posting a lot of Go wisdom, Sumya. We'll check. Can you find games like online? Because I don't think I've ever checked like old Chinese games at around the same timeline. I studied or went through a lot of like Japanese Honimbo era players, so Dosaku, Shusaku. There's also Shua, if you like more calm style, like 2200. Okay, could be interesting. Where do you pick up these games? And Valkor, oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Do you have Discord? I send you. I think I need to kind of restore my account. I see. Okay. Yeah, if I can do so, I'll tell you. And I'm looking forward to your kind of variant stuff. Should be a fun try. Like this, I'll be able to catch up your games on YouTube. Oh, thanks. Yeah. And I will be posting actually probably tomorrow, so I'm trying to edit today. So how to count, because I've seen it's at the end, you know, how to count the territories. I've seen a lot of people struggle, even they're like good players overall, with lack of experience playing over the board. So hopefully it will be a good guide for you guys. And it's easy, but once you need to know just a few things and it should be good to go. Hopefully it's a good explanation, not too fast or not. And yeah, gonna try yeah, to be better at editing each time as we go. So yeah, okay, I need to go, so hopefully you enjoyed the game today, and yeah, have a nice day. Thanks for the comments, and Sumia, yeah, I'll try to my best. I need to tweak a few more things, and yeah, Toby, thank you very much, and all other people here in chat, thank you if you're just watching as well. It's so good. Thanks for the support, guys, and yeah, see you next time, and bye. GG's. Yeah, thanks Toje as well. Bye. Valkor, thank you as well. Bye.